So yeah, it's Alison here. I want to show you today how I made 160 pips just using moving averages today. Okay, so this is a really very simple strategy that anybody can actually use. But I want to show you how simple it is. First, let me go and show you a screenshot from my Telegram group. I'll leave a link below this video so you guys can go and check that out. So let's see, this is it. I made a posting today. So as you can see, this is 161 pips. I was trading GBP NZD, and I'm going to explain to you step by step how you can do this strategy as well. Okay, so that is 111 pips as I was making the post, as I was getting the pips I was posting, and I think I started at about 80 something pips. That was the first screenshot I made of 86 pips in total, and then I made 111 and then 161, and then I closed the trade. Everything happened, pretty much just around, just under an hour. I got about 161 pips. Okay, so to show you this strategy, let me come back to my MT4, right? So this is the basic what you need for this strategy. You just need moving averages only, and then support and resistance. Okay, so I'm going to go to a blank. As you can see, it's a live account. Let me just show you that again, so you guys don't think it's it's one of this. I'm not one of the guys that do rubbish stuff. You can see it's my live account, IC Markets live account. Okay, so that was my profit for today. I did just one trade, and that was what I gained for today. Okay, so right, to get us going, we're going to go to our MT4, and I'm going to start afresh with you completely. You're going to need 3 moving averages. So let me just construct this for you. Okay, we're going to pull in. You go to view. If you know how to do all, then that's fine. You go to market watch and you just drag in. I trade just one pair at the moment. Okay, I trade the GBP Kiwi or GBP New Zealand pair. That's the only pair I trade, and there is a reason I trade just one pair. I think it's really important you understand um how all these things work. So what I want to do, I just want to tidy this up a little bit. I don't like this grid. I'll take it off, and then my bar candles can be up, bull candle can be actually the bull candle can be green. Actually, let's see, bull candles make that green. Where is it? Green? That's green there. Bar down, make that red. uh, Bar up, make that red, just to tidy this up a little bit. And beer candle, let's make that green as well. Okay, let's put that green. Okay, what else we need to change here? I think that is fine. Let's have a look and see what we have there. Oh, what have I done there? I don't know. That doesn't make any sense at all. Let's see what I've done there. Properties, go back to the colors. So what I did was bar up, which is, bar up should be green, shouldn't it? Yeah, bar up should be green, bar down red, bull candle red, and then beer candle should be red. Yeah, I got that wrong. Sorry. There we go. So cool. Okay, so we got our red and green candles. We can give that time to settle down a bit. Just waiting for that to finish what it was doing. Can zoom in a bit. Oh, it's giving me that. Let's see, but I want candles. Okay, I got my candles, and then what I can do, I'm going to quickly, I think there's something else I need to do here. Go to properties and then do chart scroll. Come on. Chart shift. I want that. Okay, so it comes to this side, right? Okay, cool. So what I'm trying to do here, I want to add here 3 moving averages. Okay, let's insert moving averages. Come to indicators and then just moving averages. Very simple strategy, guys. Trend, moving average. So I'm going to add here 200 moving average, and that can be, that's simple, right? And that can be white. That's fine. Okay, and let's add 50 moving average. Insert. We'll go to indicators and then trend, moving average. I'm just showing you how I came about that. I normally like to have my 50 moving average to be blue, and that will be exponential, right? Make that blue, nice blue color, right? Okay, right. Let's see, and then one more moving average we're going to add is the 15 period moving average. So insert indicators, trend, and then moving average. We're going to add 15 moving average, okay? And I'll just explain the strategy to you and how I got that today. And I'd like to make this one red. Now, these ones are a bit thick. You can make them, as thick as you want, all right? So you can also add a 5-day moving average if you want, but I just think that is usually okay. Now, something else I like to add, which I think is very important apart from moving averages, is maybe support and resistance. I've got a couple of indicators for that, or you can just draw. But for the purpose of simplicity of this video, let me just add one of the indicators I've got for moving average, just to give you an idea, and I'll tell you why we need to do that. What is this? FSR, that's the one. Let's put it here, all right? It's not very accurate, but just to there's a reason I'm using this support indicator for you, and you can see why already. Okay, so as you can see, let me remove this. Let me just remove the moving average. No, sorry, support and resistance first to reduce confusion. Let me delete that. Okay, right. Okay, so now what you want to do, right? How do you know when to buy? How do you know when to sell? Okay. Now the moving averages will tell you what the trend is. Okay. Now generally, looking at this chart, you know that we are in a downtrend. Simple as that. Okay. We're in 1 hour time frame downtrend, 4 hour time frame downtrend, 50-minute time frame. 50-minute time frame. Hang on a minute. What are we doing? Property. Common. Oh, hang on. I think I know what's the problem is. That let's push it this way. That's it. Okay. So as you can see, we are in a downtrend. Let me do that again. The 4 hour time frame is important. 1 hour time frame downtrend. 50-minute time frame downtrend. So we are only looking to buy this pair. We're not looking. We're only looking to sell this pair because we're in a downtrend. Okay. Now, what you do in this strategy, you first of all, like for my intraday trading, anybody who tells you not to intraday trade or not to day trade, they're just not. They don't know what they're talking about. Okay. So as you can see, I use the 1 hour for my trend analysis for intraday. Okay, I use the 1 hour for my trend analysis for intraday trading, and then I use the 15-minute time frame to find my entries, right? So let me repeat that. I use 1 hour time frame for trend analysis for intraday, and then I find my entries on 15 minutes. Okay, so I also use 4 hours just to be extra sure of the trend. So I know that all the way through I am on a downtrend. So I'm only looking to sell this pair. And your strike zones are anywhere on the 15-minute time frame that is very, very close to your moving averages. Okay, so you only want to do your business, your buy, your selling around the moving averages only. Now, if the trend is strong, you want to only do your business around the 15-day moving average. Okay, so what happens is, again, I like to see a cross. Okay, I like to see a cross of the 15 and 50 moving average. Okay, so when the 15 period moving average crosses below the 50-day moving average, I know that my downtrend is confirmed. Now, when I get this cross around here, I wait for it to continue. Okay, now ideally this is where I would have liked to have another maybe 5-day moving average to really track the price. But what you are looking for a point where after you've had this cross, where this moving average, where the price actually retraces back. Okay, so ideally you are looking for it to drop. Sometimes if you know what you're doing, you might want to get in here once you see this cross. Now you see this three crossing, all the price below the moving averages, you can just get in around here. Okay, but if you miss this opportunity here, your next point of entry is going to be here. Okay, around here. It comes down, you wait for it to retrace all the way back to the moving average, and then if you readjust off that 15 period moving average, then you put in your sell order. Okay, that is a retracement that has gone towards the 50. Again, that's another entry point for you Okay, now, so essentially that is how that works. So let me show you. Earlier today we had this situation right here where I got this cross. Now I was busy, I didn't really know that this cross had happened, so but I waited for it to actually come back. Okay, so this cross was made, and what I did was I waited for this to actually come all the way down here, and then retraced back up here. I think I made my entry around here. If we look at those screenshots again, this was where I entered. Now the cross here came here, you can see the rejection here, and all the way down, and I actually made these pips only from this move here, believe it or not, just this move here. That was it, you know, that was it. I think I had about 3 positions open, so I jumped out around here, and I'll tell you why I jumped out. This is where your support and resistance indicator would come in. You can either hand draw the indicator, or you can use some of this. You can hand draw your support and resistance, or you can use them. So I already knew that there was some support around here anyway. I think I was looking at this support. I knew there's already support here, so I didn't want to stay in too long, and you can see straight away what happened. It bounced off this support zone and now went into consolidation. Okay, so for a sell, like I said, you are looking for the price to come towards the 15-day moving average. Very, very simple strategy, all right? And then for a buy, you are looking for the reverse. Let me see if I can find a pair that is in an upward trend. Let me see. Oh, let us use the AUD USD. I don't trade that pair, but I only trade the one pair, and there is a reason for it. So if we put this here, okay, let's look at when it was an uptrend. Okay, so assuming this was what you wanted to trade, okay, you now have this cross here. Okay, as you can see, everything is above price action. All the price action are above all the moving averages. Sorry. Okay, so you can see how this strategy would help any pair whatsoever. So you come and see this place, you begin to see the price starts to rise. Okay, now be very vigilant for this cross. Okay, when it crosses and price action is all above your moving averages, you can see straight away that we are in an uptrend in this section here. Okay, and then what you do, you wait for it to retrace down to your 15-period moving average, and then you place your buy order, and you can see what happens straight away. It bounces off your 15-day moving average and it goes up again. Where do you take your profit? Where you can see there's already some resistance around. So if you look to your left, you can see, but this indicator has already given you that resistance point for you to actually aim to take your profit. When you enter here, that would have been how many pips? What's that? That would have been good 25 pips. Now I choose to trade the New Zealand GBP NZD because it's a very, very fast moving pair. It has what you call a high ADR. Okay, that's why I trade that pair, because if I go back to the to GBP NZD, you can see straight away where is the pair here. If I pull that over here, right, so you can see straight away, you know, for such a similar move, that will give you a lot more pips. You can see there was like, you know, how many pips from here to here? There was like almost, you know, 70, 80, 70 pips from there. But I think I caught about 50, and I had about, I caught about just under 60 pips, but I had about 3 positions open. So I got about 160 pips, if you know the math, what I'm talking about, okay? So this is the strategy I have used to get this 161 pips today. So guys, I hope this is clear enough. It's just based on simple moving averages, which you can easily put on your charts. I use my support and resistance to try and find out my profit taking points, and know where to expect the pair to bounce back. Okay, so once again, it's Allison here. Like I said, it's a live account here. Please know that trading forex carries a certain amount of risk. You need to, I would say, practice this on demo for at least a while before you put this strategy into a live account. Okay, I'm going to leave a link to my broker below if you want to join my trade on my broker platform. They offer very, very fast execution of your orders, and there's no lag. And I tell you, I have had, well over 95% success with this trade. In fact, the only times I lost a trade, which was last week for the first time in about 4 weeks, was because I got into a counter trend trade. I thought I could jump in and make a few pips, but that was against my own rules. So never counter trade. If there is a strong trend like you can see here, always look to trade in the direction of the main trend. Okay, so yeah, I will leave links below this video for you to have a look at. My broker, you want to join my broker, I'll also leave a link to our Telegram group if you want to join Telegram group. This is a very simple strategy that should give you some profits over time. But again, you must use proper risk management, because you know that this foreign exchange pairs can suddenly move to another direction, especially if there is news. So I think it's important for you to actually check Forex Factory to make sure that there is no news on the day, no planned news on the day that could adversely affect the currency pair. Okay, I mean, there are a lot more things I could have told you about this trade today, but I think this is the main thing here: the fact that you are able to use just 3 simple moving averages, okay, to track. And something else you can actually do, if you wanted to really look for more entries, you can insert one more moving average to it, which would be a 5 period moving average. Let me just add that 5 and make that yellow to see. I'll give you more entry points if you really want to be super aggressive with this strategy, right? So as you can see, it actually gives you more entry points. So when it comes all the way to this 5 period moving average and it bounces off, you just go, rather than waiting all the way for it to come, because it might take some time to get back to 15 period moving average. So you can actually do it on the 5 period moving average as well, to actually get better entries or more opportunities to enter if you missed the main move. Okay, so as long as you've had your moving average cross and price action is above or below moving average, price action should be below moving averages, all of them, ideally, preferably on multiple time frames, for this to actually work for you. Okay, now don't worry about retracements. You can trade it if you want, but you have to be very careful. If you are trading retracement, make sure you come in early. Like this was a retracement of this downward move we've had for a very long time. So, and that was quite a good trade, but I didn't trade it because I tried to be very disciplined. I only trade in the direction of the strong trend, because you don't know how far this is going to go. But you can use your moving averages as dynamic support and resistance to try and figure out where to go. For example, if you were to trade this retracement, you're probably looking at first, and if you enter early, like I said, enter early. I would definitely wait for this cross to happen and not this 515. I'll wait for the 1550 to cross, and then before I start looking for my entry points using the 5 period moving average. But you can see there's not really much opportunities here if you had waited for this to happen, because you don't know, because we're seeing a major downtrend, you don't know how far this is going to go, and you very likely get trapped. Okay, so it's Allison here. I would love to get your comments. I hope this strategy is clear enough. To be honest with you, if you practice this strategy for a very long time until you're consistent, then you should begin to make consistent profits in Forex. Okay, so don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I hope you found this video useful. And yeah, if you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. And if you want, you can join our Telegram group, where you can come and ask questions nicely. Remember, nobody owes you anything. Just come and ask nicely, and I'll be able to help you with any questions you may have. Okay, once again, it's Allison. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I wish you happy trading. Take care, and God bless you. Once again, I'm not bragging. Let me just show you that picture once again. I think it's amazing. There you go, 161 pips. What would that do for you and your Forex business if you did this consistently? All right, so take care. It's Allison. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.